Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jets Show. Today we're going to be breaking down the Jets linebacker room. And can they be good in 2022? Let's talk about it. So our linebacker room is headlined by CJ Mosley, who finished last season with 168 tackles, which was fourth most in the NFL and a career high form. Mosley was also a Pro Bowl alternate selection last season as well, but there was a reason he was an alternate, because last season he was nothing better than alright. Definitely was not the player we thought we were getting in 2019 when we signed him to the biggest linebacker contract in the NFL. Heading into 2021, Mosley hadn't played football in 2 years. That definitely showed last season. He had a couple nice games down the stretch, and maybe he can build off of those games heading into next year. But at this stage in his career, Mosley's definitely not a top 10 linebacker in the NFL, and honestly would be more fit to be a good linebacker 2 on some team, but he is our linebacker 1, and I don't really know if we should be considering that as a great thing. And the man going to be standing next to him is Quincy Williams, and I'm a fan of Quincy, but as a role player. I don't know if I'm comfortable with him being a starter on the Jets team. I mean, sure, Quincy Williams has a ton of highlight making plays, but he does not do those consistently, and most of the time we get below average play from Quincy Williams, and that's not something you want from a starting linebacker. Having him as a role player would much better suit this team, and which is why we definitely need to sign Kwon Alexander, but who knows if he's even going to ink the deal. So the Jets' 2 starting linebackers, honestly, I don't feel really too comfortable about. And then we have a ton of safety linebacker hybrids as well in our room with Marcel Harris, Jamie Sherwood, and Hazard Nasruddin. And the bar I have set for Nasruddin is not high at all. I mean, he started off last season as a starter and then finished the year as a special teamer. I mean, the fact that he got demoted on one of the worst linebacker rooms in the NFL is not a good thing at all. And I don't really have the bar set too high for Nasruddin. But I do have a lot of faith in Sherwood. He didn't really play a lot last season. He, I want to say got hurt week 5 towards Achilles, and we didn't really see much from him. He was solid before he tore his Achilles, and maybe he comes back better than ever. And then we have Marcel Harris, who was also a role player for the 49ers last season. And I mean, he was solid. He had a 83.8 passer rating whenever he was targeted last season, which was 11th best among all linebackers, but that was in minimum snaps. Who knows how he's going to do in a, wide variety of snaps if he does become a starter, because the Jets run a 3-4 defense. We have 3 linebackers. Who knows who's going to be that 3rd linebacker starting? Hopefully it's Kwon Alexander, but as of now, it looks like it's going to be Marcel Harris, and having him come in an expanded role, who knows how that's going to fit him. We also have DQ Thomas, undrafted free agent, who I really, really like. I feel like this guy is going to be a pretty solid player for the Jets. I definitely feel like he's going to make the roster, and I feel like he's going to surprise some people. I mean, he has the most, or like 3rd most tackles for loss ever in Middle Tennessee history, has like 20.5 sacks with him in a 5-year career. I mean, DQ Thomas is a linebacker who's going to be flying all around the field, and was my favorite undrafted free agent signing. But who knows if he's going to make the roster? Who knows how DQ Thomas is going to be? And the Jets linebacker room is definitely very underwhelming. We could really use Kwon Alexander. He would add a ton to this room. But honestly, I don't feel like we're going to be that great as a linebacker room in 2022. We're definitely going to struggle. Definitely might even cost us some games. But Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas are really high on our linebacker room. There's a reason why we didn't make literally 0 effort at all this offseason to address the room. We decided to draft Jeremy Ruckert, a future tight end, instead of like Leo Chenal or Channing Tindall in this year's draft. There's a reason why we didn't go after players such as Devondre Campbell and Foyesade Okun, because we have a lot of faith in our linebacker room. Maybe that faith is actually legit. Maybe they actually have just like turned the corner. Maybe they're going to be awesome this upcoming season, which is why I'm holding out faith for them, and which is why they could be good in 2021. But looking at things on paper, it just doesn't really look like they're going to be that great. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed, let me know by hitting the subscribe and like button. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as @Jets. For more content, you can also check me out on Let's Talk Sports. They have a ton of New York-based sports content on their platform, so make sure to check out their Facebook group down below. And I'm your host, Jet, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.